23rd of December 2020. And by the way, I would like to say Happy New Year and Merry Christmas for all Syrian people. Let's begin our lesson. It is reading lesson, English for Starters, 11th grade, and it is on activity book page 32 in front of the camera. The objectives of my lesson are: students will get new information about acting in front of the camera. They will be able to answer some questions about the lesson. Students will be able to choose a suitable heading for each paragraph. And finally, they will be able to match words from the article with their definitions. So let's begin our lesson. It is in front of the camera. Let me ask you some questions. Have you acted in a film before, or in a series or a play, for example? And do you have a favorite film or a TV actor? Do you have a favorite film or a TV actor? Arabian or an English actor? And the next one, why do you like him or her? Why do you like him or her? Because he is handsome, awesome, or beautiful? And the third question, how difficult do you think it is to be a good actor? Is it difficult or easy to be a good actor, to stand before the camera or in front of the camera and to act? Is it easy or difficult? So, here is some advice for actors who would like to improve their performance in front of the camera. When you stand in front of the camera to act a scene, so this is some advice for you. First of all, we have 5 headings. And while reading each paragraph alone, I want you to choose the suitable heading for each paragraph. First of all, we have becoming someone else. Secondly, practical advice. Third one, no live audience. The fourth one, patience is important. And number 5, don't hide from the camera. So let's begin. The first one, the first paragraph, you can read it silently, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. So the first paragraph, first of all, it is important to remember that acting in front of a camera is very different from performing in front of crowds of real people. In film acting, there is only the actor, the director, and a few technicians. So here the heading is no live audience. No live audience because we are performing only in front of the camera. So we don't have real people in front of us. We are performing only in front of the camera. So no live audience. Have you read it? Let me ask you this question. The first question, how is acting in a film different from acting in a play? How is acting in a film different from acting in a play? What do you think? The answer, in film acting, there is only the actor, the director, and a few technicians. So we have the actor himself, the person who is standing in front of the camera, and the director, and a few technicians who are recording the scene. Whereas in play acting, when you stand on the stage, they are performing in front of crowds of viewers. You are standing in front of crowds of viewers. So we have real people in front of you. You are acting in front of them. So here we have audience. We have real people and you are acting in front of them. Okay. Let's see the meaning of certain words. They are new for you. Like, for example, entertain people by singing or a song or acting in a play for them. It is performing. Performing. So entertain people by singing a song or acting in a play for them. It is performing. B, the second one, large numbers of people in one place. When you have large number of people in one place, we call them crowds. They are crowds. Large number of people. And C, people who have particular technical skills. People who have particular technical skills, we call them technicians. We call them technicians. So they have particular technical skills. Techniques, when we use techniques. So they are technicians. The second paragraph, also read it silently, and then I will ask you a question. And to see the meaning of new words. Secondly, actors must remember that the camera is their audience. So they shouldn't forget where it is. Like me now, I'm always looking at the camera because you see me from the camera. So I don't have to forget where is the camera. The camera needs to be able to see their facial expressions. Their facial expressions. How can I speak or talk or smile or when I am sad? So, and the way their mouth moves when they speak. The way their mouth moves when they speak. So, the title, don't hide from the camera. Don't hide from the camera. Because the camera needs to see your facial expression. Let me ask you, or if I say to you, do you have to hide from the camera if you are acting? No, of course not. Because the camera needs to see your facial expression. Here I have also a new word, group of people who watch a play, listen to a concert, etc. We call them audience. We call them audience. So they are a group of people who watch a play or listen to a concert, etc. We call them audience. And the looks on a person's face which show that what they are thinking or feeling, the looks on a person's face which show what they are thinking or feeling, we call it a facial expression. Facial expression. Okay. The third paragraph, thirdly, again, read it silently. Actors have to be patient. Why? Actors have to be patient because they often have to act exactly the same scene several times. They have to act exactly the same scene several times. This is because the film director may want to take the same shots from different angles and then choose the best one later. So if I ask you why have actors to be patient, why do we have actors to be patient? Because they often have to act exactly the same scene several times. And here the heading is, patience is important. Patience is important. Let me ask you this question. Why do film actors have to act the same scene several times? Why do they have to act the same scene several times? This is because the film director may want to take the same shots from different angles and then choose the best one later. So this is because the film director may want to take the same shots from different angles and then choose the best one later. So they have to do the same scene several times, once again. Here we have a new word, scenes recorded by a film camera. Scenes recorded by a film camera. We call it shots. We call it shots. It is a scene that we record by a film camera. The next paragraph, also read it, and then I'll ask you a question. The most important thing actors have to learn, the most important thing actors have to learn, of course, is to pretend to be other people. Often the characters an actor plays will have very different personalities from the actor him or herself. So here we have pretend. And the heading is becoming someone else. So pretend, it means becoming someone else. To be another person in front of the camera. Perhaps in real life you are so courageous, but when you act in a scene, you need to be sad or you need to be coward. So here you must act as the scene requires, not as you are in the real life. So here you have to pretend. Okay, my question for you, or this is a new word, make people believe you are someone you are not. Make people believe you are someone you are not. Perhaps in real life you are generous, but in acting you are acting a scene that you are mean. So here you are not mean, but in this scene you need to be mean. So you are pretending that you are someone you are not. This is the verb pretend. Pretend, to be someone else. So it is pretend. For example, you have to pretend that you are happy, while in fact you are sad. So you have to pretend to smile, to say some jokes that you are happy, but you are in fact you are sad. Okay. Now the last paragraph. Read it again silently, and then I'll ask you a question. It's an easy lesson. People who decide to become professional actors will probably have acting lessons. But there are several other things they can do to improve their own acting. For example, they could watch their favorite actors on television or in films and think about their techniques. But the best thing they can do is to make a video of themselves acting. They will find that this helps them to see what they are doing wrong. This helps them to see what they are doing wrong. So here the heading is practical advice. Practical advice, how to be a good actor. And my question for you, what is the best thing people can do to improve their acting abilities? What is the best thing people can do to improve their acting abilities? We have many advice for them. First of all, we can advise them to see actors in films, in a play, or to act several times in several films. They will get experienced. But the best advice is to make a video of themselves acting. The best advice is to make a video of themselves acting. This is the best advice we can give to them, because when you see yourself while acting, you will see the wrong things, and then in the next acting scene, you will improve your abilities. So you will be successful and more professional. You will earn money from this. So you have to make a video of themselves acting. You can record yourself on your mobile to have a video, and then they will learn what is wrong with their acting, and in the future they will become more professional. The last word we have, the word which describes a job that a person does for money, the word which describes a job that a person does for money, they earn money from it, it is professional. So first of all, you are amateur, but then you will become professional and you will earn money and get money from your job. So by this one, you will be professional and earn money while acting in several films again and again. This is the end of my lesson. I hope you have enjoyed it, and see you next